Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward.
I was
Given
promised EDF.
given that
I made
given
no
that
promises.
our watch is broken, I thought this was Zero Time Dilemma because we don't know what the time is.
Hey-oh. We'll get there.
You know, if we just hijack the stream and all just start playing EDF,
I will solo stream this game.
he hypothetically cannot stop us.
I am not turning this car around. We are going, whether you are with me or not.
Oi, you got a license for that car?
Yes.
Yes. Can I see it?
No.
Nope.
All right, police brutality it is then.
Oh no.
Okay. I needed these laughs.
But anyways, let's continue from this point, shall we? Hey, Min.
Oh hey, this is the one where Dio died. This is the best
It
one.
sure fucking is.
It's the best ending.
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure. But if I were to guess,
Lag.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will.
Oh no, shit. You're gonna fucking die.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
If I sound pleased about this turn of events, it's because it's my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite upset.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that! You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? God damn it! This was bad. What was I gonna do? I need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... The first is an anesthetic called Soporil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
Clover.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of. I'm not going to pronounce that.
Cholesterol inhibitor.
Cholesterol inhibitor. There we go.
That means it's sort of an antidote for debaucherine.
Close enough. Honestly, in character for Clover.
They're gonna throw these big fucking words at us. We are going to butcher them purposely.
In character for Clover, regardless.
I knew it.
If it's back. I found it, so it's mine.
Horse, the antidote.
The antidote?
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running towards the exit.
Oh my gosh, actual
Bye.
movement.
Sigma, where are you going?
Stay here! I'll be right back! I bolted out of the warehouse towards the treatment room. Whee!
Bolting!
Think Dio put it in his pocket? Come on, please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Ha! Found it! Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit, I can't save both of them. 1 minute remains until chromatic doors close. 1 minute? Shit. Spun around and shot out of the treatment center. Don't make me speed you up again. I'll do it.
Yes, that was a gun in my pocket, just so you know.
3, 2, 1. Chromatic doors closing.
Shit.
No. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist. Barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. Oh wow, that was quick! I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with turbocurarine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I gonna choose? Phi or Kay? What was I thinking? There was only one answer. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in an impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself towards Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma. What the hell did you...
Injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. I can't form words. The fucking Soparil. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. It'd never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Guess you've got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
You are the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? About something more tender?
No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not gonna.
Her words slurred and slowly, her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good. I's gonna be alright, but Kay. I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there?
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait, then but when could he have... It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
But what if he lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he'd gotten it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit, then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could muster from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled towards Kay. Kay, wake up! Come on, talk to me! I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go to the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed to the elevator.
Class is back out during the explanation.
We did hear the elevator go down when we were with Phi.
Mm-hmm.
I bumped into Phi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then, you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. Betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you'd gotten back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door.
Oh, running.
Running, running.
Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Okay, wake up. Something's happened. You pretended to wake up very disoriented and confused.
What is it?
Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes. Your reasoning is correct. I killed him
Why?
because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me.
Woman.
I couldn't.
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like a mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying...
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. You cannot forget.
Forget it. It wasn't making any sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything more than a few seconds?
If you see a
Oh,
lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. Milkevoli.
milk heavily.
Oh, Kelly.
Did you get
This will
that?
Well,
open
now that you told me to
The
milk
second.
heavily,
I have it screenshotted.
Perfect. One more time, Min. We were talking over you.
This will open the second gate.
Oh, what the hell? Hey! Hey! Who told you to tell me this? No, who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face.
What the fuck?
I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug. Tubocurarine. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away, and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness.
So that was the K ending.
Yep.
What?
Like I said, we're starting with the mindfuck.
Wait, does that mean that we now have the code for the
For Luna's ending, I believe so, yeah. Or maybe? Is it just one entry? I can't remember. Well, let's go find out, shall we? K-end. End, you could say.
It was Ken.
Kennyful.
A K over, if you would.
Well,
It was absolutely Kenneth, yes.
let's,
It was the far left route.
Oh, I know.
Two-headed lion. Yep. That.
Ooh.
Oh, yep, it was two.
We don't know the ID, we know the password, though.
Yep. VOLI.
Yep.
milk
Okay.
heavily.
You need an ID and a pass.
Yeah, I don't think we
Yep.
have the ID yet.
We don't, I believe.
You know that we have to squeeze very hard while milking.
Shut the
That's
fuck up,
that's what
you.
we do. Well, I mean, you're the one who pronounced it milk heavily.
Milk Evoli. Milk Evoli.
Wait, I've got the perfect response to this. Firmly grasp it.
Oh my god.
So
All
everything that's colored and doesn't have an interrogation mark is something you've gone through.
Yes. Question mark is stuff we haven't done yet.
So
And-
you haven't reached a lot of endings, but you've done a lot of the game.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like I keep saying, we're getting real close.
Hey, it's been a while since we've seen a bomb.
Hey,
yeah, because
Min,
we literally don't have the first step.
Yeah.
That's this one.
Man, I've
No,
I've
I'm meaning the
played
rest
a
of the
bit
routes on
with
the
your
last branch.
sheet for.
I mean, all of them
the-
have bombs.
the-
You are
the
correct.
mayor?
But,
Yeah,
Hmm.
First, I've
I'm
changed your
going to
name to
check.
not yet named mayor.
I think we're gonna do a betray. I think is what we're gonna do.
okay.
Because if I remember correctly,
I think we betrayed here.
hang on, I'm gonna make absolutely sure because I don't want to put us down another to be continued path if I can avoid it. So let me check real quick.
Why not?
Great
We've
well.
done it so many times already. Like second nature.
Shit, you right.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Here we go. This one. So if I'm remembering correctly, yes, we are doing the betray. Okay.
Hey, it's almost time.
All right.
What
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah,
pick?
yeah.
Don't skip my dialogue, bitch.
Fuck you.
Do it yourself, you coward.
Whee! Look at all the pairs. Wait.
Yeah, we betrayed her first time.
Did we? Oh, that's betray. Sorry, we need to ally. I'm dumb. Excuse me.
I mean, yes.
I feel like a sense of deja vu.
I have
I
been
feel
in this
like-
place before.
I feel like the sentence, "Oh no, that's dumb," has been repeated many times. already
Here we
today.
go. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, showing and pushing to get closer. Shoving and pushing, even.
What the hell were you thinking? Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did. That's why I chose ally. You told me that unless we were sure Alice would choose ally, we had to vote betray. That means if we do know Alice is going to pick ally, we can too.
So, you're sure you know what she voted?
Yeah, I guarantee Alice chose ally.
How do you know that?
I guess you could say I just know.
You making fun of me?
Maybe.
Bitch, fuck you.
Yo, what's up, Siggy? Final.
no!
Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
I think this is the last time we can hear that,
I think so.
Let's go.
which is sad.
It is. That's one of my favorite lines in the game.
We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right. Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to work. Ambidex game, round 1. The results. If everybody would please direct their eyes to the monitor.
Foosh, 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 foosh.
Betray ally. Ally. Betray.
I'm sorry. The Dio pair picked ally?
It is interesting, isn't it? Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets. Hey, Alice! What the hell's this?
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But last time you chose ally for this round. So, I was sure you'd... That's why I... No. Why...
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
I thought you said you were sure. Thanks to you, now our BP is down to 1.
I take it Sigma was the one who made the decision.
Yeah.
Is that so? Well, he must be awfully naive. Who bets on a complete stranger like that?
I agree.
The game is
God
just
damn it.
wanting to call you stupid no matter what, isn't it?
Yeah. I set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Phi. My hands had balled themselves into fists, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why'd she done it? Quark, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
Thank you. I'm so happy you chose Ally. No problem. Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dia wanted to pick Betray. What? Hey! Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betray you, then we'd have 6. Then if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9. Oh. Dio. Is this true? No, that's not what happened at all. Kidding. I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dia would never do something like that. It was a joke? Yeah, man, you really had me going there. It really surprised you, huh? Were you surprised? Says Hoopa. So
Oh
you
no,
really were?
those aren't missile launchers, they're Hoopa rings!
Oh no!
So you were really choosing to play an ally all along. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't worry about it. This is all 3 of my characters talking to
It
each
sure
other.
is. It's very funny.
We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio? Yeah, totally. Exactly. Bigfoot.
Are you here, Big?
I gotta handle something right quick.
Okay,
I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Looks like there had been some sort of argument between Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji, although whatever it was seemed to have resolved itself amicably.
Yeah, I expected you to be a dick. Real dick. A big ass.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round? We've already gone through all this. Oh, look at you smart cookies figuring out there's more to the game than just the one round. If I had to guess, I'd say it's gonna be Tenmyoldi or Siggy or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why? I guess I could tell you why. Anyone whose VP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules. I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is. You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die? Correct, Siggy! Full marks! So, I had been right. But how had she known before 0 told us?
I see. Phi Sigma and I only have 1 BP. That means we would have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until... Yeah, we've got all this. Thank you. We already figured it out. Yeah. You really think I'm gonna miss you, suckers?
Getting gassed in your car.
Let's just go down the line. Nothing too
to get new dialogue from Alice, potentially, maybe.
I think that's usually how it works. There we go.
Oh, Sigma.
Alice?
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
More a scarab, but I mean, of course. I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here, like we all are.
And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over?
That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that we're going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Like not die on another route. Want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. Want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love. What an idiot. Excuse me. I was going to take you aside, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own. Look, let's try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is...
Avenge my father's murder. That's what I have to do.
Brand new plot point.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. That's why you're here. Guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning...
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say,
Of course you would want to know, Dio.
but it's possible that I was getting
How close
enough
were
that
you to
they
my
decided
ass?
that something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well,
Do you?
I mean,
Get-
you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you, CIA?
No,
Fine, well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
that's fine.
No, you look like
What? She isn't a whore?
you look like you belong on a fucking pole.
In my line of
You see?
unless I look
You see, I thought I was being mean, but then Pokemon just.
I mean, do you see no shirt whatsoever?
That's actually what the necklace is for.
it's a target.
Not what I was going for, but thank you for that.
Target for the eyes.
Target for the eyes, target for
Target
the
for
eyes, for
For
scalpel.
screwdrivers.
In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. The better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What is the deal with her and Clover? We certainly don't know. Never heard anything about Alice and Clover come up.
Nah.
Oh look,
Clover
it's the
doesn't actually
Schrodinger's cat
exist.
thing.
Schrodinger's
Clover
cat.
died in the previous game. She doesn't actually exist. You have
This
to
is
let
the
her
first.
go.
Oh yeah. This is the first time I've heard of Radical 6. Is that true though? Is that really the first time I'd heard it? Couldn't shake the feeling I'd heard Radical 6 somewhere before, but where and why?
I mean, she is beautiful. I'm sure there is radical sex involved.
Oh no! Oh my God, JC, a bomb! Uh oh.
Suddenly, memories.
It is very funny that you get that cutscene regardless of whether or not you've actually been outside the complex.
So we have 2 bomb passwords.
Whee!
We have 1 code for the computer.
Doors have opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this time are,
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm going to say this only once. It's this.
ba, 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 ba. Three minutes! Okay, how are we gonna do this?
We need a system here, or we'll never have time to argue over it. Why don't we let the people who are at most disadvantage right now decide?
The most what?
The people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you, and Tenmyoji.
No way, I refuse.
Well then, what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a vote.
A vote? So we all just, like, raise our hands for the option we want?
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Tough. Pick something else.
My, looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I think I'll just let Sigma decide.
Fine. I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
So option B then? I'd like to go with Phi. You good with that, Luna?
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
I didn't mean to say Tenmyoji, but it makes sense for Dio to make fun
1
of
minute
the guy.
remains until chromatic doors close. So 2 votes for A and 3 for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure out something else.
Which one do you want, Clover?
Hey. I want to go with option C.
Shit.
Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Night, Mamo.
I don't have a gun to my back. What are you talking about?
Option C had 4 votes. We were almost out of time and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was gonna have to go with the majority. 10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7.
Doors are closing. Let's go.
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've gotta get to the blue door.
Right.
Luna, Alice, and I dashed towards the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark, and Kay had ended up in the red door, and Phi, Dio, and Tenmyoji had gone into the green. 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Scanner.
I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this might be the route where it like makes you not feel bad for Alice dying in like all the other routes.
Huh? There's 3 doors here.
Looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Of
That was
course
10
I
minutes
am.
ago.
To be fair, it was like an hour and a half ago-ish. We skipped over like an hour and 20 minutes.
Please don't fight. We need to work together or we're really gonna be in trouble. Please?
Ugh.
Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
Pull.
I just realized you can't really see Luna's bracelet. She definitely has it on. I don't know what's going on with that model. One of the doors opened.
But only one. Wonder how you opened the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving. Tree!
I don't recognize this at all?
No,
Acorn becomes a
we
tree.
have been in here once.
Probably on a day I wasn't here.
We've been in here once on the other route on this side. I think
I wasn't here for the good.
I think
middle
Fi
of
brought us
that.
here because I think one of the bombs was in here.
Probably.
That sounds right.
Well, what is this place? Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, I remember the door said bee garden or something. What's a bee garden?
It probably stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
Huh.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird for saying this considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All this green, it's wonderful. I assume she's just hiding the bracelet under her,
Yeah,
under her
that's
sleeve.
that's what I have to imagine. Cause like, yeah, she definitely has it on. I don't know what's going on there.
It's huge, though. We're ourselves with Reagan trying to search the whole thing.
This must be the exit. Damn. Well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and search for clues.
Agreed.
Well, let's get to it then. Let us seek a way out. All right.
Oh, look, a shovel. Let's hit Alice with it. Mushroom.
Badger,
get a
badger,
power-up.
badger, badger. Yeah, I know, thanks. Push buttons. Actually, I'm curious. What happens if we do an?
A steel-colored shovel. It's not rusty at all. Maybe keeping it in the shed kept it from rusting.
This had to be for digging stuff up. I can't think of any other use for it. Large shovel.
I can think of a
Oh,
couple
hi.
of uses for it.
Oh, there's something next to my foot. Bronze key. Just kind of trying to remember. There we go. Under mushroom, under mossy rock, under... What are those? Lilacs? Lily of the Valleys? Are they... I can't remember exactly what they're called.
Those might be lilies.
Yeah. Dig, dig. Box with silver lid. Hey, it's a paprika.
No, that's a bell pepper. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them.
Ah,
It looks like yellow bell pepper.
Why is it split in half?
Not sure. Wait, is there something in there?
Oh, yeah, let me take a look. Yoink.
Okay. Yep. We actually have some of those flowers in my house right now from everybody coming over the last couple weeks.
Nice.
Skunk. You're gonna dig up the skunk cabbage? Poor thing, it's never done anything to you.
Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. Gold. Also, hello.
Tu fui ego eres. Looks like a tombstone.
So the people buried here are Mr. Tu Fui and Mrs. Ego Eris?
Wow, I can't believe Eris is buried here.
Well, that's what it says.
Warning.
Tu Fui
Warning.
Ego Eris.
Re-emerge.
That's an epitaph. Something that they feel represents them, or just a phrase they liked.
What does it mean?
Beats me.
Any ideas, Luna?
Funny, I thought you said Sayora, so I did Sayora.
Looks like I don't know what it means either.
Hmm.
I think I know it just from watching my family play Silent fucking Hill.
Do you see this? Looks like there's a keyhole down here near the bottom.
Do you want to take a guess? Take a shot in the dark while we're
I was you, you will be me, or
sounds
something.
pretty close. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that sounds pretty close.
That. Alrighty.
I am thou art I.
I am thou art.
This persona now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's our ticket into the velvet room right there.
Got a gold key. Yoink. And a knife. We're getting a whole bunch of fucking shit.
No.
Where's
What do
the
you have there, Sigma?
a knife?
No.
I think there's something here, but I can't really tell. There we go. There we go. Alright.
And we have a bronze key, right?
Yep, first. Can I not? Oh.
Do not the tomatoes.
Alright, well, fine.
Do not mess with the nightshades.
You can't tell me what to do. Over there. Is that for this? Nah.
Examine the rod, just to make sure.
Yeah, just in fucking case. Turns out the top unscrews and it fits the hole. It's like, oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Metal shaft tip has an octagonal hole.
Looks like some kind of wrench.
Oh, I remember. Nope, I just remembered. I think I was on the right track. There we go.
Oh. The metal detector seems to be responding to this tomato.
Alright, grab it.
Okay.
Did it react to any of the others?
No, just this one. Here you go.
There we go.
Knife.
Red coin. Still don't remember.
Like.
Looks like there's some kind of mosaic on the bottom of the pond.
That's a lion.
A lion.
And a sun.
Yep. Looks like a
It's
lion,
eating-
alright.
It's eating a star. Almost like this is a theme.
I actually do really like this room for a lot of the things that are just littered around. Oh, hello. Fucking alright. I don't know why I thought that was locked for some reason. There we go. There we go.
I mean, I guess I can't really blame you. Like, I thought you had to solve a puzzle and then it would open.
What is this? Professor Layton? Come on. Obviously. When I turned the handle, it got dark.
Looks like the light bulb up there went down.
Maybe that light was a sort of surrogate sun. If that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime.
So the garden needs nighttime?
I guess so. Or maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day.
Well, let's
Let's
go
go
see
see
if
if
anything changed now that it's dark.
What the fuck up, bitch? If we want it to be afternoon again, all we need to do is turn the handle, right?
Star.
Star versus the force of evil.
Star.
Star. Night falls. Do-do-do. Purple. Blue. Yellow. Green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red.
Yeah, they're the stars you're gonna see once we whack you upside the head
Fucking-
with this shovel.
God, I hate it when games do this. Ah. Fine.
It's too dark to see what's going on.
Fuck you. Also,
Purple, blue, yellow, green, red.
there we go. Left, right, right, left, middle, middle, right.
Screenshot in case.
It's not a hard combination, but I appreciate it.
I know. Also, I just realized it's perfectly visible in the top corner. That's never happens with these codes.
Yeah, because they're always on the fucking file screen.
I guess that was the waterfall control panel.
Oh, fucking yeah. Okay. What else do we need to?
So use the metal detector on other plants.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Reacting to an onion. I will eat that. Like, I will
Gross.
eat it like a fucking apple after rinsing it off.
Disgusting. You
Sweet-
animal.
If it's a sweet onion, then maybe I can see that.
No, I eat onions. I just eat raw onions.
The only good onion is no onion.
By the way, you need to select the metal detector again.
Oh.
It's selected to the onion.
You're right. There we go. Thank you.
Remember to auto-select it over there again if need be.
I
but you
think that's
probably
it.
won't do it.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so... do you remember the order?
Fair back.
I'm guessing that's a no. Okay, hang on.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. Turn. Purple. It was purple, blue. Yellow, green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. At least across the thing. Though green is the smallest. So red is the...
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Okay, so it in size wise it went the green, purple, green, purple, yellow, blue, red.
Yes. Alright, so you remember that combination.
Yep. Yep, I have remembered it. And by that I mean I wrote it on my screenshot tool. Green was the smallest.
Hang on.
Oh. What the?
Oh. Sorry, we're not there yet. There we go.
Okay. Now move green, I guess. No. Yellow is heavier than green. White is heavier than red.
Oh, I muted. I said put the green and the red together and the yellow and the white together. Or you can choose not to listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
the thing blew up in our faces. Fuck, I didn't.
That wrong?
Well, nothing's happening, so I'm assuming yes.
I think the green is more than the yellow.
No, yellow was heavier.
That's what I thought as well.
Or not? What?
Thank you, War Boss.
Thank you.
No worries.
What's that noise?
I knew there was a reason that we had Warboss around.
You got a star.
Alright, there's one.
Is that one star missing, or is there a black star?
So, the one I kept in mind, Curb?
Mm-hmm.
Green, purple, yellow, blue, red.
Let's do that in reverse.
Red, blue.
I can only
yellow.
help with the one I saw happening, which was
There we go.
the balance.
There were star LEDs that showed up in the river. One of the puzzles is the actual order the stars are in. The other is the size. Smallest to largest.
Other way around, actually. Largest to smallest. I initially listed them smallest to largest.
Did we start? I thought we started with. I thought we started with red the first time. It's whatever. It's fine.
You did it.
We got the secrets. I always forget to do that. Fine. Let's
Yeah, we should probably read the recap stuff.
Alright. Yeah, now's as good a time as any. Now that I'm actually remembering it, because I always forget. Treatment
All right.
Pod. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates the metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can create personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine. It's not that incredible if it can't cure Radical 6, you say? Yes, I guess you've got a point, but don't worry, it also has a function called Cold Sleep. Cold Sleep uses CAS freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you have can't be cured, you can be frozen until a cure is found. Cold Sleep.
There are generally two types of cold sleep. The first involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one found in this game. Wait, we're in a game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible because the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. Hydrates were a big part of that, mind you, along with Ice 9. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan.
MIN, CAS.
CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It super cools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible.
I like how I'm over here thinking, man, I actually miss the simplicity of Ice 9 and the morphogenic field.
Oh, just you fucking wait. Anyways, Sai, the past 2 nunnery games.
Fuck. Meeting. Hang on. Okay. November 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance, with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first nonary game. November 1st, 2027. A total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted just as the children had been. But this time, H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the nonary game yet again. She can never catch a break.
I just realized
Back to my noodles.
if my theory of Tenmyoji Junpei is right, does that mean that the thing that he told Clover to gain her trust was the 4-leaf clover thing that he did in the last game?
Maybe.
Oh, you say you're eating noodles, huh?
Esper Resonance. In the context of this game, Espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An Esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other Espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby and use them to amplify its own strength. Sorta like waves. The biggest wave adds up the amplitude of the smaller waves to its own and covers them up. Was that nonary veterans?
The following 9 people were participants of the nonary game that Clover claims to have been a part of. Ace. Number 1 bracelet, middle-aged man. Number 2 bracelet, Snake, Clover's older brother, real name, Light Field. 3. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. Apparently we're not going into who he is.
No.
4. Clover. Still Clover, just younger and with a jacket.
Yeah, we don't need to know who Clover is for this game. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
5. Junpei, the hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. 6. June. Junpei's childhood friend. Real name, Akane Kurashiki. 7. Amnesiac detective. 8. Lotus. Attractive programmer. Has 2 daughters. 9. Kubota. Skittish man. Gets blown up.
Yeah,
Sure did.
sure fucking did. Can't believe they blew up Spencer.
I can.
Wow, okay. I don't know, Sai, you want this one?
Okay. Seeing those big words, no.
Alright, Min, you're up.
A type of carbamate compound which acts as a reversible. What the fuck? That is not an American word. I am not saying that word. Inhibitor. Nope. We're not American. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant tubaculine. I don't know why I know that word, but I don't know the others.
I don't know.
We delivered an injection somewhere.
What I find funniest about that whole thing is that you can't pronounce parasympathetic.
Oh my
Listen, it's not necessarily that I can't pronounce it, it's more that I don't want to, because it is un-American. We spread democracy here, sir.
see.
I'm honestly,
Oh,
I half
God.
expected you to yell about getting pictures of Spider-Man rather than spending time reading
he was
this bullshit.
He was doing TF2, not
I
what?
know.
Yes.
My brain is dying. My brain is fucking dying.
Serious?
Star, star, star. Remember to get the stuff.
No, I will gladly forget it.
Okay,
You
first
got it
off, we need
open.
to get the map because, of course.
Yes, yes, yes. We got the moon
Ambidex
keys.
stone.
Oh, this. Oh,
Nevada-
this.
The Nevada
What?
test site, you say?
What is
Like
this?
the Mars thing?
Result 9, you say?
Some kind of diagram?
It doesn't make any sense.
Luna? You have no fucking idea.
I wonder what it is.
Luna, truer words have never been fucking spoken. Oh well, just forget about it for now. We can always come back to it later.
There's two more things in here. What's this?
Immunoglobulin. That looks like
A bunch of goblins?
that looks like an enemy found in Bowser's Inside Story.
Immunoglobulin. There we go, Jesus.
It looks like a note.
It says IG equals immunoglobulin.
What's immunoglobulin?
It's another word for an antibody.
Why don't they just use the
Globulin
fucking
is
word
nuts.
antibody then? The things in your body that fight off bacteria and viruses and stuff?
Yeah.
So, what is this supposed to tell us?
Honestly, no idea.
The only thing left in here is this key.
That must be the key to the exit.
Yes, I think you're right. You should be able to use it to open the door.
Awesome! What are we waiting for? To open the safe again.
Yep. Sun, star, star.
Secret! Let's get the fuck out of here.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I didn't remember this one being too bad, so... That was pretty good.
It was just a bit tedious to turn the lights off and on again.
Yeah. Yeah. No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa! What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How did you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? What map? Oh yeah, right. I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
So here we are again.
It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you
We
tried
came
to
in through the blue door, right?
Yeah.
Which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden. Fire up.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Fido!
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
And then we met up. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? Sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You wanna have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we visited.
Sure, why not?
I'm sure nothing bad's happening on the other side of the facility.
So,
Sure, let's have a look. Why not? Few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center.
a few minutes. It was like next door.
It was moments, it said moments.
Oh,
Quick,
moving
walk
very-
Tito in!
We're moving very slowly.
Also fair. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center.
I wonder if we just read about them like not 5 minutes ago.
Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Oh, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey. You wanna start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. I'll cool off a bit and I'll have to throw you in one of those pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. Figure that out to cool your head.
Wait, did you just say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time?
Yeah.
Like Disney.
What? You know too much. You're gonna have to die now.
I want you to know I had my headphones off when I said that, walking over to get a drink, and I heard that laugh from across the room.
A body has been discovered.
I
have
was
Oh, God.
Oh, I needed this today.
Wait, go
According
ahead.
to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
Ugh. 3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were?
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
Did you also find a motorcycle? Jesus. How long were they
Yes.
here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. Records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Sorry, I have my window open right now because it's too hot in here.
Oh, you're good.
Then they could be anyone. Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong? Huh? What are you talking about? You don't need to play dumb. Water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
Thank you.
Holy shit! Freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is to drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed. Where on earth did you hear that? From Clover. Clover? When we were exploring the lounge during the first round. I see. What's so funny? Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke. A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9. Well,
Junpei has had it Ice 9 drilled in his head for a while, so of course.
It's a ridiculous misunderstanding, an urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this.
This route is just the callback route, I feel like. Am I wrong?
At some
Kurt?
point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen.
I mean, that was also kind of Clover's route, but yeah.
That too, yeah.
What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to as all ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them. They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
Everyone looks at her outfit.
The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in the first place?
It can't just be because your name is Alice, looks at the Egyptian clothing. There are tons of Alices. Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on.
7 is dumbfounded right about now.
I'm still not sure why Clover would tell something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah. I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At his request, we made our way out of the treatment center.
I just love how Sigma specified, and now with no further prompting whatsoever, she begins a tirade about Ice 9. Look, like, that is...
War.
That
War
is...
never changes.
Exactly.
Just like Ice 9 when it's below room temperature.
Memento Mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun.
It looks like a warehouse. Yeah.
Don't glow in white.
These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on...
I don't know, are you sure?
That
Yeah, I don't think we need to go through this. Totally need to talk about this. It's been a hot minute since we've actually gone through a one-way ourselves. Normally other people open those for us.
I don't remember that ever being a thing, if that tells you anything.
To be fair, I think most of the time Dio gets to the fucking AB rooms before us and opens one of the fucking doors.
Yeah. This time, we threatened to freeze him.
And he's playing nice. He's actually allying on this route.
Which is concerning.
It's almost like someone else is being the bitch of the route.
Clover.
Yeah, close enough. Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see. He... What? What happened to Quark? He collapsed. It happened so suddenly, we were just searching our room. What? Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Your people need you.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and then ran after him.
Dio's coming?
An Ambidex gate has been opened!
Quark! Oh, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
It was Clover who stopped him.
I'm sorry, I have food in my mouth here. Just give me a sec,
Is it spaghetti?
No, it's not spaghetti, but it's noodle of another kind.
Oh, so it's an impasta.
Mac and cheese.
It's not mac and cheese.
Oh.
I wish we had mac and cheese. I would miss mac and cheese. I should make mac and cheese. Yeah, I need to make mac and cheese soon.
What are you
Congratulations,
doing?
you have set Mitty on the path of making mac and cheese.
She's making
nobody
mac
will
and
stop me.
cheese!
He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
What am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something. Anemia.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. It's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
Ah, you son of a bitch, this is serious!
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There's plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with them.
Oh, right. Well, we've got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but
You have to look at him then.
still you.
Please. Quark needs your help.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an Atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance to imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark?
In far less 3-syllable words, yes.
Radical sex.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
whole process only took a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and she read them like... She read them. As she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and stood there for a moment looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6. Called Corona.
Oh my god. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I
No.
mean.
But I've heard of the High Elves.
Yeah. Told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
And I heard about it from Luna.
Theo and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. And stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like, one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No, he can't. How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
Ah, there must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Rad 6. Gonna inject him with some. He should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Dio's telling the truth. He didn't find anything. Heck yes, score 3 for 3.
What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Is there any medicine in your room? We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid. Oh God. And he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Treatment pods. That's it! If we put Quark into one of those pods... For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me! Lag.
What? Quark, what are you...
Who gave that kid a knife?
Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
There's zero escape. Like this.
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He'd grabbed a hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
Slaps his hand. On it.
Me too.
I can probably do the entire job of these guys thrice over. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here! Tenmyoji! Can you even hear me?
Oh. Right.
Damn you, bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! I can't lock away the soul. Once my body's gone, my soul can escape. Please. You have to let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I'm trapped here. Let me die. I have to die. Kill me. Somebody. Anybody. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good, thanks, whoever that was. Quark barely even noticed the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? We've gotta calm him down somehow.
Yeah? Bye.
Sorry, distracted. Are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil. Soparil?
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets.
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenryoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay. Let me just stab him in the arm.
missed and hit him in the eye.
Hmm.
We're gonna dead space this shit.
Jesus.
Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right. No. Stop. Stop. Bleh. I am unconscious. Bleh. Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yeah.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
He shouldn't wake up for a few hours. Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy. That might be the virus's fault. Probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had. Yeah? How do you know? Huh? Oh, well, how much do you know about this Radical 6? Oh, not much. Probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen is that newspaper article.
Isn't that the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So, when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yeah. At least I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Tenmyoji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow, her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
Wait, Alice!
But
We were all
not
too
like
stunned to
right
even-
here in this very spot. I need to go into another room and do it.
We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it! I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit, which way did she go? Right or left?
Well, out of character, we know where she probably went.
Mm-hmm. I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her?
Yeah, I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly! She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Left.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Gotcha.
Tenmyoji,
Flag.
I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah. I stay here. Got it.
Alright, let's move, people. Get going!
At Phi's command, we scattered, filtering it off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet.
No.
Come on, Sigma. We've been here before. You know that's the wrong answer, you idiot. You don't have to be stupid just because the plot says you have to be.
Yeah, of course, she's getting her one last beer before she perishes.
No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else.
treatment.
Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. We haven't stopped to bark. I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next.
Beep, 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 beep.
A garden.
BBB garden.
Botanical garden.
Bijou garden.
I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Alice!
Also, man, I did appreciate that.
Better have. You were the target audience.
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah.
How do you get ahead of us?
Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Oh, you progressed it. I figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
Hmm.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Just be honest, you conked her the fuck out with a rock or something.
Alice was lighter than I'd expected, and Fi and I managed to set off towards the infirmary at a brisk trot.
Fi, can we just like drown her slightly in the stream?
No.
Come on, just a little.
Just a little bit.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this.
What do you guys have against big boob sexy lady?
She tried to kill us.
Multiple times.
Sorry, what?
She's kind of a bitch.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
At least. in
Yeah,
this
but she's
realm.
also got huge bagongas.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
the extent of her personality.
She's got big personality. That's what you're telling me.
Those are her positive personality traits.
Those are the
Pretty
only
much.
two.
She also has a. She also has a nice waist.
Adam's
stop
finished
now.
scanning. Eve, I mean Alice.
Hmm.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She's also been infected with Radical 6.
On our way back, Fi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
No. No. What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure it. It's a special antiviral treatment.
Oh, that's evil.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? Immunogoblin?
Bunch of goblins.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Accelavir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. Thought of that too, so I took a quicker look at them. Unfortunately,
They can't cure it.
correct. By the way, Doomslayer versus Empress of Light. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They can suppress the symptoms for a while. They can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Accelavir.
The pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Then what are we waiting for? One of you grab Alice. Going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down and slowly picked it up.
A gun.
Is this medicine?
It's Accelavir!
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Accelavir.
Accelavir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6! Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. To be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible. Oh, who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
A minute. What is this?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
Sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
Lag. There's only enough here for one person. Guns, the only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger. In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something. Right. Why can't we just drink half the shit?
While we all stood stunned, Phi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes and then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh god.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who
Save
should
the
we
big
give it
boobs,
to?
lady!
I'm saving the child with snacks. Alice? Or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both.
How?
That's, I need to calm down, think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. IG equals immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have the antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's a
Oh, we
copy
actually already
machine.
have this. Shit.
Yeah. probably copies IG whatever that is.
Oh
Any
my-
ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Classic Clover.
Idiot girls.
That's me!
That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory! It's an immunoglobulin replication machine!
Hey. What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies! Luna just said Excelavir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelavir!
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
I thought it meant ice cream by the gallon.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did though. It's something about ice cream.
Exactly. Not the ice cream part. Just not figuring.
That's the ice cream part.
Clover, shut up.
I love Pissed Off K. Pissed Off K is one of my favorite genders. That dumb
If you
meme.
keep it up, Clover, you're going to end up like Dio in that other route.
Oh no!
I know many things. Many things that people do not know.
But
About
I don't know
things.
that.
My
Anyway,
question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
probably when you went looking for Alice, right?
No, Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So, how did I know about the IG replicator?
But he's saying it's true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelavir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Oh. Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah. No time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. Be happy to. They come
Alright,
back
then.
and everybody's dead.
Let's go.
Just Luna's fucking dead.
No, all of them.
All three of them.
They're all coming with us. We get back and everyone
No,
immediately
no,
just kills
no.
themselves. It's fun.
No!
Luna, Quark.
Oh,
Yeah, they're staying back. Luna, Quark, and Alice are in the infirmary.
yeah, no, I
Quark
know.
and-
I gathered that. I
No.
thought you were saying
Hey, hold
everyone.
on.
I'm saying are
The
dead.
Infirmary?
Infirmary,
Fuck off.
what?
Fuck off. I had 3 people working today.
That's pretty rough. Laboratory.
Dio,
hold
get out of my laboratory!
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
So, this is the lab, huh? Yes.
I feel like I've seen these backgrounds
What is this
several
IG
times.
replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So, this can copy the Excelavir.
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down,
I want
alright?
ice
Don't
cream.
rush me. It's not ice cream, oh my god.
I scream. You scream. The terrible house fire.
I am slow sleep drunk.
I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelavir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And 3, 2, what? Somebody else press the button.
Fucking hell.
It's Dio. He's just sick of your shit. Listen, I'm.
Swear
I
on
just,
Akani's grave.
This motherfucker
Break
has
your wrist.
expedition sickness.
listen. I'm playing the good guy this route. Don't make me regret it.
Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
The vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pockets. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one, though.
What in the hell? What if it had you broken it, you idiot?
Come on, if it'd broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Tenbyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. Get your eyes checked, Tenmyoji. See?
She held it up in one hand, but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table, quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look.
Bomb.
Oh my god,
Bomb?
did you see a bomb?
Well, what? Really? What? Huh? That makes two then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it when we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
All out. Whoa. We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
Dio's just whistling, just hobbling.
And Yoji be like, "Oh, not any of us, but you were the one who wasn't supposed to know about this machine and knew about the machine. You come and said it bomb."
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too. But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you? What? You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb. That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell you'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
And Myoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're leaving Quark alone right now, right?
No.
No, Quark with a nurse.
Luna's back there.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
looks like a memory card.
Are we getting another one of these? What was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Well, it's purple and yellow, so it obviously was Wario that planted the bomb. Have a rotten day.
And you don't let me live out my ice cream fantasies!
Listen, we had the root vegetables in the other room, thank you.
Wario, I'm gonna win. Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
Those are the two possibilities, Kay. That is correct.
What do you think's on it?
Well, let's take a look. Can I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of
Crushes
her
it.
hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So, what do we do?
Come on, if I knew, I'd be doing it.
Okay, think fast.
10 minutes remain until Amberdeck's game polling closes. All players please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline is passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should maybe get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We got what we came here for. What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but...
We can talk about the bombs later. Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later.
Drop
right
the
now,
bombs?
we need... Yeah, drop the bomb. No! Don't drop the bomb!
Drop the bomb?
Game over.
Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Excelivir, and then head to floor A warehouse.
Right.
This ought to do it. Might take a while, but they should recover.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand
my
was
voice-
the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one.
Okay, her voice is quiet. Is her voice ever at all higher than half my vocal range?
Don't think so.
I don't think so, and I'd be terrified if it ever was.
While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be alright?
Yeah. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated.
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms, and fast.
Damn, don't even have time to catch a breath.
Come on, let's go. The floor A warehouse is waiting.
Turns out Dio's keeping all the bombs in his hat.
What's that up your sleeve? Oh, look, it's a bomb!
Hey, what are you holding? A bomb! No!
What are you talking about? We totally don't know that Dio's the one that's planning the bombs. We haven't unlocked that story lock yet. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around to make sure they're okay. I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
1-on-1, huh?
It's cool. Nothing to worry about.
Everything to worry about.
I plan to choose ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and, well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
You are that desperate, though.
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick ally, Vi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will... Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are going. Kay and I are gonna be what the
Gonna
What
be
the fu-
going one-on-one.
what the actual
Oh, gonna
fuck
be
is
going.
this sentence?
Yeah.
Welcome to
That's-
Pizza Game.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This'll be a tough one then.
Some of them can get the other ally, then betray that person. The betrayer will have 9.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but
I know. Would like us both to vote ally, yes?
yeah,
I agree. If we were both to betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. Both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Also, I just realized, I think when it showed the bracelets, I think it showed them both as cyan pairs, which is, not correct. Very funny, if that is what I saw correctly.
right. Okay, good.
I think.
You're really gonna do it, right?
Well, it would have been Cyan pair and
Yes.
Cyan solo.
No? Wait. Yes. Oh, yeah. Right, 'cause
Option C.
Yes, you are correct.
Promise.
Promise.
Cross your heart, hope to. Oh,
1 minute remains.
stupid announcement.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move now.
But I didn't get him to cross his heart yet.
Indeed. Shall we?
Dio, Kay, Phi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, Phi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6, respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think you're... What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into the AB room number 1.
Why did someone send me a picture that says, "What the hell is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas?" I'm worried now about my friends.
"30 seconds remain."
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is in the infirmary. So...
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is gonna be default to that anyway.
yeah.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face
It's
broke into
betraying.
a warm, happy smile.
Ally.
Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary.
I suffered so already.
10 seconds
I'm gonna
remain.
suffer no matter what.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ally.
Alright, well I think there's a tie right now, so what are we thinking?
What are you thinking, Min?
I think it's chance time.
Are you rolling a dice?
I am rolling the Mario Party dice.
Yeah, I figured.
Odds
All
for
right.
odds for Ally.
Alright, so you want to
evens for
betray someone who can't vote? How
That's what Mitty wants.
Uh-huh.
you want to kill big boob lady?
I mean, she won't die. She'd still have 4 BP, but even still.
That is an 11. We are allying.
I can't wait to come back to this.
I know.
And of course she's gonna wake up and betray again.
She can't. The polling is over.
I'm making a joke.
You are.
I know she can't.
Round
Yeah,
2
you
of
are.
the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Let's see if this is the only time we see an entire group of allies.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results displayed from round 2 of the Ambidex gate. Whoa, results!
Direct your attention.
Please direct your attention to the results.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
shocker that. What was that you were saying? What was that you were saying?
I love that everyone was trying to betray each other.
War Boss was on the fucking money. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. We never used the fucking sedative on her. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points. Uh-oh. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No, that's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing from my veins, into my veins, but I know it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
That's why I said
Sigma!
betray makes more sense.
Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Alice, you
Sigma.
bitch. Sigma.
Now you care.
Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood. An apparition I couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually
All right.
glowing.
Nice.
The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our own room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever.
Well, time to betray it immediately.
I am folding my hands right now in a "I told you so" pose.
Hey,
I let you guys make mistakes.
I know. They're not mistakes if we get to
hey,
see
I
things
do
happen.
want to say, like, fuck you, Pokemon. I'm like, oh, this happens, and like, that's impossible. Like, okay, if it's impossible, then it doesn't happen. But
Then it
that's
happened.
what the narrative was pointing towards.
Listen, Warboss,
You
this
see-
game.
See, that's the beautiful thing about the universe, Curb. You can just make the wrong decisions.
Now,
You can date the wrong
what's gonna
person.
happen
You
is
can
you're
make the
gonna
wrong
betray.
You can just go
Instead of
outside and
ally,
start
you're gonna
being a jerk.
betray,
There's no pop-up
but
that
she's
says,
not
"Are
going
you
to
a jerk?"
vote, so you feel like a dick. Is that what's happening?
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to it's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting? I thought.
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. It almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that moved my finger to the betray button against my will.
I'm that evil spirit.
Right, well,
Hi.
we should go see the
Didn't
results.
sacrifice enough cheese. She made you make a bad choice.
We already know
Yeah.
what they are.
This is the thing. A lot of this game assumes you are being a decent human being and making rational choices, and then it plays off of that with the narrative, which is very fun.
Yeah. Just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more
And of
painful
course,
than any punch
she's
I'd
not
ever
going
taken.
to have voted this time, so you feel like a dick.
I
Because
turned
you
away
can't
and
feel good in this game.
almost ran towards the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. Result! I think this thing's fucking busted.
Betray, betray. Betray, betray. Betray. Betray.
Betrays all across
Not-
the board.
Not quite this time, Warboss!
Okay.
We
But
have
that-
had it before.
Yeah,
though.
that has happened before. Specifically with
Including-
Phi.
Including
and
also
Tenmyoji,
at the
I
start
think.
of this, and Alice
Yes,
We
and
started
Alice.
this-
Yep.
with allying her.
There
and
was
she
this
betrayed us.
this thing last time where it was like the guy betrays you and says, "Oh, I swear I'm not gonna betray you. I'm not gonna open the door." See, someone else opened the door.
No, not
I'm
even,
not the fuck up.
not
and
even
then,
that.
and
but
then
like,
you went back in time. You betrayed him, and he was like,
What the
"How
fuck?
dare you
Yeah.
betray me? This is such an unfair thing to do. How anyone?
You know-
Why would anyone betray anyone? I don't want to play with you anymore."
You know, Here's a strategy that never comes up in this game, and it absolutely should have. We should have just fucking taken Alice's card.
yeah.
There's
yeah,
no
that's fair.
reason we couldn't have taken Alice's key card. Absolutely zero reason.
yeah.
But
Zero,
that,
you
and-
say?
that never
and
comes
if you
up,
don't
and it
want to
irks
die
me.
in this game, just be a dick. If you don't want to die in this game, be a dick.
Yeah.
The game assumes Sigma's a good guy.
Anyways, points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelets.
Everyone is literally identical.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No, how can Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. Alice?
What's up, bitch?
She was standing
Thought
inside
you
the
seen
second
the
room
last
from the
of me.
left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple of points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked Betray. What are you even doing here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
I don't feel bad for her. But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
Never
It's my
mind.
low blood.
I thought we did.
It's my low blood temperature.
I thought we did
Result
get rid of
of my
Silver Ale, but
For being a frigid bitch. What?
I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room.
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose Betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose Betray because you wanted us out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked Ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me! Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose Betray. There was...
Tell the truth!
That is the truth! Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Phi and Dio.
Yes. Dio had chosen Ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Alice on that one. In a series of events where every single one of the votes were betray, it's hard to grandstand about any
Now,
of it.
here's the problem there, War Boss. Nobody
There's no
fucking trusts
problem.
Dio.
Everyone betrayed everyone.
No one trusts Dio. Dio is full of shit.
Dio
Also-
is just one of the votes.
Also, Clover and Kay both have 6 points because they also betrayed
yeah.
people in the first round. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah, totally.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, I'm specifically just referring in regards
Yeah,
to
but it
well,
doesn't
that's
change
the
the
thing,
fact that
though.
everyone betrayed everyone this
Yeah,
round.
the
everyone.
whole
yeah,
thing
no.
is that no one trusts each other this round is the idea. And if you
I
trust
don't
Alice, you
agree.
get burned for it because you're not supposed to.
Looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. Might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense in here for my delicate constitution. Sorry.
Tio.
Well, in that case,
At 2, Phi.
yeah. Sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover, let's go.
Hold on, I'm coming. Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know.
Watch them walk away. Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Jump, blah, 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 blah.
Jumpling.
Junpei.
Jumpy!
Not here.
Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No.
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I do still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have slipped or something. Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of doors closing echoed through the warehouse. Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys can keep being used as many times as we want, huh?
As long as we have the keys. Means we can keep playing the AB game over and over. Can you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Don't you remember what Zero Jr. said?
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. Don't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah, physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of
Just
here.
to be clear, guys, what happens if everyone allies? Do you get just a +1? A
So
+2?
the way it works, yeah. So the way it works is,
I
You
don't think
are-
we've got time to go through this. It's a +2 if both people ally.
Yeah.
It's fine, I understand. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, if everyone betrays, everyone gets, like, if everyone allying all the time doesn't cost anyone any points ever, why wouldn't you just ally?
it's the prisoner's
Considering-
dilemma.
It's the what?
The
Prisoner's
prisoner's
dilemma.
dilemma. Basically,
There,
it,
you keep in mind there are bad actors in this group.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Theo
but
is just a bitch.
I'm just. Yeah, I understand, but it should be easy to like. Well,
I
no,
agree.
It, shouldn't be
It
easy
should be.
because-
That's the thing, though. If people betray twice, they get out immediately. Otherwise, they would need to ally 3 times and stay here longer. On the surface,
That
it doesn't
sounds
seem
like-
that much of an issue.
That sounds like allying 3 times gets you out of it, and
Yes.
when everyone betrays, no points are advanced.
Yep.
So you would be out at the same
But if
fucking
you-
time if you'd allied every time.
but if you
Yep.
betray
The other
twice,
person
you get
loses.
3
You get
points,
out.
I get it.
The other
You
person
get more
also
points.
loses 2, which means it takes longer if you want to try and get them up to 9. It's a whole thing. We don't have time to go through the whole thing, but that's the gist. Anyways, seems pretty
Yeah, as I
clear
said,
goal to me,
I'm
but
fine.
everyone chose betray, including me.
well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Excelivir. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would have to work together against them. But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues. Huh?
Sorry, my handy
Oh.
dandy notebook is empty.
That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out from my pocket and held it out towards her.
What is this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb that we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh. Guess we can't really use it then. Oh. Wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. With the outside, when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Court. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then,
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice Clover and Tenmyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real changes starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb in the memory card and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the ladder.
Well, I don't want to be like a dick about it or anything, but he's like, if people have to start trusting, it has to start at home. And I'm like, bitch, you're at 1 point. It means you chose ally and got betrayed multiple times. You've already done your part.
Only
to
once,
be the
theoretically.
trust.
You start at 3.
This
He's
isn't-
already done his part to be.
That is a
Like-
sentence.
He's already been betrayed.
Anyways,
Okay.
Let's stick it in already.
Go ahead.
I will not
Right.
repeat that.
just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this?
Hmm. 6 rows, 22 letters each. Over.
Sorry, I got distracted by something.
It's okay.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters and the even rows use another set.
Shit, I lost the screenshot for the password. Oops. In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
Doesn't look random to me. There might be a pattern, I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish? Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it. Alright, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Myrmidons. For some reason I felt like I'd heard that name before.
Glances over to Dio. What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization. So, this thing we're looking at... You think it's theirs? Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
And the bomb?
It was sent by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Damn, I have got a ton of questions for you, but let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode. What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
I see.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's
Not
time
to
you
men-
told us what you do.
Not even to mention her shouting about bioterrorists.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof?
You can't prove a negative.
For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she leapt up and ran out of the room. Run? Run out of the room? Excuse me, game? Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her.
I'm gonna leave you guys to do your thing.
Alright, you have a good night.
Good night, more
Good night.
boss.
It's approaching 2 a.m., so I'm gonna just.
Yep. Nope, you are all good.
All right.
How
Pokemon. See you tomorrow, I guess.
See ya.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. Maybe, I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me.
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I'm so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. Never even crossed my mind that I could kill you. God help me, even if I hadn't... Even if I had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it.
What? Do what?
Kill me. Get it over with.
What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying. I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek, then another and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking tears with it.
Kiss. I'm
Why are
kidding.
you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yeah,
They have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
you promised not to tell Clover that I cried.
Ha! Come on. If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want. No,
That's
that's
my
you.
line.
Oh.
Keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself and about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. Alright then.
Alice took a deep breath and began.
My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and met with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish, more than anything, that he'd never been taken. Holy shit, is that Alice with an actual shirt on?
I know, right?
Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a
Hashtag
full
humble
ride.
brag.
What?
Hashtag humble brag.
I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left.
No,
You know
it's
his
a
name
man
and his
named
gender,
Brother.
but not his appearance or his age.
That symbol. Kirby to the audience. Kirby sent me something in between sessions.
What? I just sent you a symbol of Snake from the first game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a picture of Snake. Yeah.
The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding,
Oh my.
but trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall.
That is an amazing image.
Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Fortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover.
That wasn't a guess. That was you telling.
That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to the SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, though they weren't riding in it, per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier.
H means Hongo.
Yes.
We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown, because I don't have enough to say as it is.
What the hell? What the hell? What are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that. When it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiment.
Hey,
What in
Pokemon,
God's name are you talking about? You
Do
aren't
you-
making any sense.
do you want me to piss you off even more right now because of that?
What?
How much time do we get between each round of the AB game?
90 minutes.
1 hour and 21 minutes. 81 minutes.
Fuck you. you.
It's not even 90 minutes. It's 9 squared minutes.
I hate you.
Get me off this wild ride. Take me to EDF.
We're getting there. Every step we get closer to the release of the next EDF game, not actually getting back to EDF 5.
That's true.
Yeah.
Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousnesses of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy.
We're getting there, don't worry.
The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She should be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. Got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body.
Did it have an axe in it? Lag, oh my god.
It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there. When I got to him, his body was already cold. It was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone, and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was, and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me, or that once he was gone I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers.
Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun.
Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice.
Okay.
I broke down crying right there in the morgue.
I now officially feel bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Never the-
ally for her no matter what now.
Oh, she will still absolutely betray you.
Do we have many points to ally with her left?
No, we still have one.
They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. It pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time, gathered our information, did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared.
So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room.
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah, thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs, and based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon, right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be...
Look, you're remembering.
7815361098248094241990551.
Well, what the hell?
Was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Melissa looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did... Wait. Can you say that again?
7815361098838094241990551.
Thanks for the credit card, bitch.
That's 198449351 to the third power.
What?
That number you just told me. prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198449351 to the third power.
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like if you have 30, then you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. Probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that 198449351 is a prime? And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you get the numbers I said earlier?
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple math, no arithmetic.
What? No, no way!
That is
That's
not
impossible!
I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math!
Well, look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you get that number, anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What did I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. Now the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. There aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Could you explain that with small words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198449351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code.
Uh-huh.
Still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was... Yep, it's there.
And the second row?
Those, I think.
Bio!
Then they just repeat.
3 times.
Wow. Got a pretty impressive memory. Could really use someone like you back at the,
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198449351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Background.
Well, the first number is 1, so you take the first letter. Next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one, then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. What would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? First letter would be... Excuse me. First letter would be C. Next letter would be O. 8 more to the right. Eventually we'd get a word, and that word was... Alright. Here we go. Ooh, wrong button.
Fail and it's game over.
198449351.
I have it here as well, next to me.
1.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it was 8.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
C-O-M. 4.
2, 3, 4. I can't circle that one, but
P.
it's a P. And then 441 was it? 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
9.
Oh, 449. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3.
3,
And 5.
4, 5. And then
And 1.
1 is a D. Completed. I had a feeling I knew which one this was, but I I will say, fun fact, that is not the only code in this game, but that is the only one we actually need to decode.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of really fun Easter eggs in this game. I did it! Completed! That's it! That's the answer!
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah, I did exactly what you told me to, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
Alright then. What completed is supposed to mean, though?
What, aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Transmitter?
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Just fucking kill him.
Damn it, why hadn't I realized it before? Genuinely. I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. Not just any member, he was their leader. I mean, he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd think I was just insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait, don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are! I've been looking all over for you!
Really?
We're all down in Florby Warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that!
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
And Ryoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so... Okay. So we all followed him down to the Florby Warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Cork with Luna.
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there.
So?
So?
Oh,
Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
what?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had 1 BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started a fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. If I only had 1 BP too, her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Just come with me! Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, come on, Alice, let's go.
I don't know, according to that ending, there's technically 2 of K.
This game is a clusterfuck.
Sure is. We need to fucking finish it.
Yes.
I think we might be able to get it done.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'd say 3 or 4 weeks. Because the epilogue is pretty fucking long. All 4 of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was still almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the rooms. Clover told me what's going on. If this whole thing is stupid, you need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? Talking about my life, you self-righteous
I
dick.
know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
I'd trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was going to do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
Couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What was I supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
Could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally. Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps, but I think that's better than nearly killing someone.
But I only did it so she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ah, god damn it, enough already! I roared with fury, my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long the silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What?
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then. Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? And where the hell did you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it. He was good at that, and I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here, to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but just for a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even, but perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned a single I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? 781-536-109-883-809-424-199-0551. Do the prime factor decomposition on that and you'll get 198-449-351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. Seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No, you're lying!
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
Ugh. No. No! You have to be lying. Brother trusts me. That's why he chose me for this mission. Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait, what the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never seen brother.
Then what the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
I don't know. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Don't give me that shit.
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb and about the code we found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there, let me just go low poly model for a second. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
See this? You know what it is, don't you?
God, is that the detonator?
Exactly. I assume you know what happens if I press this button.
Yes, I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No! There's 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. It's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you, too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Oh, yeah, right!
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt towards Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun around behind him. Behind her. Ooh, excuse me. Dio grunted and turned to focus Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him.
Right. Sigma, catch.
Huh? Before I
We
could respond,
accidentally
Clover
pushed
had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. And accidentally pressed it. Oops.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! I said let go of me, you asshole!
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, all of you, God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
What do you mean, 28?
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
Told you that already.
That was Alice.
That was my line,
Oh,
you
sorry.
bastard. I told you that already. First we need a device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey, Alice. Who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Oh, fuck, stop, you're gonna break it.
Of course. That's the plan.
Please stop.
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right.
It's broken from pinning him to the floor.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes...
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No! I swear, keep looking.
Oh,
Wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like, for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him.
Cyanide tablet.
Whoa, I went too far. Suddenly he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down onto it. Almost immediately he grimaced in pain.
shit. What? What was that?
Poison, I'd guess.
What?
Damn. How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it in my couch back home.
Don't screw with me!
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation code instead?
Deactivate. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. You only get one. It's the activation code for Bomb 3. Ready?
And with that, we have 3.
What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3! You didn't even seem to hear me.
Your body will be part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile.
Yep, that's 3 codes. I think all we need left is
Number 1, I
Bomb
think.
0. No, number
We have-
1 was...
We have Bomb 0. That was the one Dio gave us first.
Oh. So, wait, no, but then 0 gave us the code for the first bomb.
Oh, was that number 1? Then yeah, we are missing number 2. Damn.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes. You mean the bombs are going to go off at the same time the next set of doors opens? Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Well, that's awfully convenient.
Oh. So, 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yeah, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
My head.
Good.
I would nod on my
The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Then, at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened! 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How would we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. My consciousness slipped away in a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void.
Well, I guess that was the Alice ending.
I'm probably gonna need to go in and try and figure out how the hell we get some of the story locks that we're currently missing. I think we might need to go further down. I don't know.
I'm gonna pin things.
I guess we can at least go down the last remaining route we haven't technically hit a roadblock in before we do anything else. So we might do that and then go from there. But anyways, thank you all so very much for stopping by. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you in the next stream.
I'm just trying to find the screenshots and pin them up for the